bookworm gets the brain, and I'ma get it all. And I've been waiting all my life just for this one night to show I can do it. So let's get to it. I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion.
Hello and welcome back to Beacons 360. It's episode number 4, and we've got another good one for you, joined by 13th year head coach of the baseball team, Brendan Eygabroat. Coach, the 2010 baseball team inducted into the Hall of Fame this past Thursday, a very special moment and a special team. What made that team so special, going through the LEC tournament and the NCAA regional tournament here in New England, sweeping despite being one of the lower seeds in both of those tournaments?
Yeah, I think the team was, most importantly, had tremendous chemistry. And the longer I do this, the more that I realize that chemistry is a key factor if you're going to be a very successful team. The team also had a lot of resilience. I mean, we came from behind in a bunch of those games. I think we reeled off something like 20 out of 21 to end the year. In the regionals and in the LEC tournament, you know, our offense was extremely explosive. We had solid pitching. We were the #1 defensive team in the league that year. But we really mashed like no one else. We hit almost 50 home runs as a team. I think we were scoring close to 9 runs a game. Almost all of those records still stand offensively. So it was a really unique bunch. And, you know, for kind of a team not going into the season with a lot of hype, to end up with, I think, 6 or 7 all New England players, a couple All-Americans. It really was a fun team to coach.
Obviously, one of the more special teams in program history and school history, the first regional champion here on campus. Is there maybe one special moment you'll always look back to and just really knowing that that was the point that maybe this team could do something special?
You know, I think throughout the year, there was some different kind of peaks and valleys. I don't think any team ever has an easy ride. I think you have to overcome adversity. We had to make some tough decisions throughout the year. We replaced our closer 2 different times. We had to change a key position at shortstop and put a freshman out there and relegate our shortstop to DH, who was our best offensive performer from the previous season. So those decisions are always very difficult. But I think that putting Matt Consiglio at shortstop was probably the most important position that year because we really clicked defensively once Siggs was out there at shortstop.
You guys not only had your Hall of Fame induction this weekend, but also an alumni event on Friday and then your golf tournament on Saturday. How important is it to bring those alumni back, especially now that you do have the dream completely in place with Monin Park? What's the reaction to Monin Park and last year's success from all the alumni coming back?
Yeah, the alums are thrilled but also jealous at the same time. I think they all wish they could have played on such a great stadium, but I think they know that they were the forefathers who kind of made that field possible. So I think you know, they're all very excited with the direction the program is going. I think a lot of them came out and watched games last season. We had a ton of home games. They follow the team with our excellent sports information staff and with the ability to follow the games online. So they were thrilled. And again, great programs have a great alumni base. And when you have alums that really care about their experience and want to give back, that really helps. And, you know, the cost of college athletics keeps going up. So having alumni support is extremely important.
And Coach, one final question. You just finished up fall ball. I think it was 2 weeks ago now. What's the takeaway from that, and what can we expect come spring with this Beacons team coming off a regular season championship?
Yeah, very excited for this season. I think we have a great mix of returners and newcomers. I think last year's team again had great chemistry. Really won a lot of the close games, which is hugely important. This year, it's the deepest pitching staff I've ever had. So I think our pitching is going to be a real strength. We return most of our big boppers with Murphy, Searles, and Mantoni in the middle, and we have some very intriguing newcomers. So I can't wait to get started.
Thanks so much for your time, Coach. After the break, we'll have an interview with junior men's soccer player Marcelo Cunha.
Hi, Mom.
UMass Boston was my first choice because when I came to the campus, I saw that there was a lot of diversity. There's a lot of people. Here there is a lot of international students, so it's really cool to meet people from different countries, different parts of the world. I'm Julia Murphy. I'm from Canton, Massachusetts.
I'm Olivia Murphy. I'm from Canton, Massachusetts.
We're sisters.
We're sisters.
I play volleyball and she plays basketball. Here they have a freshman success community. So each major has their own community that you can join as a freshman, and you take classes with them, you do study groups with them. So it was really helpful getting to know people in your major right away.
So in health exercise sciences, we have an internship at the end, so it's so much better to have like an advisor helping you out, like telling you which classes to choose.
Today we are joined with junior men's soccer player Marcelo Cunha. Last summer you played with Boston City FC. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and tell us how you really benefited this season from doing that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always important to keep playing once you're off from fall ball, and a lot of us play in summer leagues, and we played in the NPSL, which is a 4th division tier league, and it was good because you got some stiff competition and you played against players that you normally don't, a couple of D1, D2 players, and some players who are out doing other stuff, working in that. But so I benefited from playing against a lot of good players.
Do you have any favorite memories of Boston City FC from the summer?
Yeah, we played a playoff game down in Virginia, so we took a little road trip down there. And I mean, we lost, but it was still a cool experience to go down there and put in a shift.
So you were a forward in high school,
Yep.
and when you came to UMass Boston, you kind of switched to center back. How has that transition kind of been, and were you really open to it at the beginning?
At the beginning, I was kind of closed off to it, but as soon as you open up to it, you learn that you're just doing what's best for the team, and that's what Coach saw that was best for the team, and so you just buy into it, and once you buy into it, you're fine.
So you guys are having another tremendous season here at UMass Boston. You guys are ranked nationally, the highest you've ever been ranked. Can you talk a little bit why you guys are having such a tremendous season, and what are the key factors?
Well, I think there's a lot of returners, and this is the 4th-year cycle of the first recruiting class, so we have about 7 seniors, and they really keep us tight and together, and just knowing everybody for a couple of years now, and that just the chemistry, and it just helps us be successful on the field.
So you guys play a 3-back defense, which you're one of them. The same core group of guys start every single game. How do you kind of bring the intensity, especially as it gets later on in the season and the games mean a lot more?
Well, like we stated in the beginning of the year, our main goal is to win a national championship, and once that's in your back of your mind, I don't think anything else matters, and fatigue doesn't come in a factor. You just get up and do your job every day, and we execute.
Marcelo, thanks for coming out today. You guys have a big game Saturday here at home in Beaconville. It is senior night here in Beaconville. 7 seniors are being honored.
Oh yeah, come out.
Thank you.
Come on, Jake. As usual, she wins it. A chance in front. Her shot is in the net. Crystal laid it. Yet another goal.
Please make a gift to the Beacon Athletic Fund today. We want you on our team.
Welcome back to Beacons 360. It's our 3rd and final segment of the day. We'll take a look at our play of the week. We had 2 weeks off, so we'll take a look. 2 weeks ago, it was one of 3 goals scored by freshman Ocane Williamson, a 3-2 win over UMass Dartmouth. And really, the freshman came to play in this one. This one as much about the teamwork, though, as Ocane's individual performance.
Well, I mean, in conference games, your best players have to step up. And, I mean, Ocane, you can see here, this was a great goal with the left foot, his non-dominant foot, and he really stepped up to play with a hat trick.
Williamson scoring 3 goals in this one. It starts with Luis Tavares, a beautiful slide tackle, and Kang feeding Williamson. UMass Dartmouth thought he was on offsides. Doesn't matter. The referee's ruling was on, and a big win for the Beacons, who stand first in the conference at 4-1 overall. One of 2 Beacons teams currently standing in first place in the conference. A good fall thus far. Take a look right now at our production crew. Helping out, as always, Anthony Searles directing, Alex Carasoto on graphics, David Wahlberg, your audio. My name is Seth Orensky, joined by Steve Witkowski. We thank our guests, Brendan Eygabroat and Marcelo Cunha. And that's all for this week's episode here in Beaconville.
Stay classy, Beaconville.